To be honest with you, users don't care about how you build your website. Are you using React or Vue.js or even just plain old HTML and CSS? They don't care about it. Or even you are using Tailwind or Bootstrap or even custom CSS or Sass. No matter what, user really don't care about it. As long as the website loads perfectly and it can do whatever the website is supposed to do, user is fine with the website which you are building. But as a programmer, we have this thing that we need to build something very nicely by using whatever the technology we love using. For some people, may that be React, or some people may that be just HTML, CSS, or all the other technologies which is available in web development for us to use. For some people, it might be even WordPress. I don't judge you based on that. But either way, whatever the thing which you are doing, you know that's how website can be built in whatever the way which you are building. User don't really care about it, but we care about it, that we need to use whatever the technology we are using. Previously, when this World Wide Web, that is www, got invented, that time it was just HTML page, that old h1 h2 tags and p tag, it was just made up of that. Entire website will be made up of HTML tags, and whatever the content you had to put, it used to be done directly. And after that, there were some technologies using which we can like add color to it, and we were able to center the text and do all those crazy stuffs, which was done long back, maybe 20-25 years back only. And then technology got evolved and people started to use this Node.js. And this Node.js is nothing but a JavaScript engine running on the back end. And when JavaScript engine came to place, people started to code everything using JavaScript only. And nowadays also we see most of the things being coded using JavaScript only. But there was one era where this NPM or even Node.js, it was not that much easy as it seems right now. All the syntax, all the packages and all the features which you are using currently very easily, it was really tough time to build. And I can say this as a struggle era for web development, because in order to set up one React project, nowadays if you just run one command, everything is ready and you are good to go, and directly you will go to your component and you will start working on it. But at one point in time, you had to set up entire React project by yourself. There was no CLI, and you had to create package.json and install React manually and set up all the file structure and all the other things which is required by you. There was no something which used to come like by default for you. You had to install everything, and you had to configure Webpack and all the other things which was required for development purpose. But nowadays all the things are done for you directly by whatever the tool which you are using. Currently people are using Vite for their React projects, and all the other technologies are also started to evolve, and it started to go into one era which is like golden era, because everything was amazing and you just start to create project, and lots of projects were created using this technology, that you just create one React project and you use whatever the backend you want to use. However, it is going to get connected using API, and all the other packages you were about to install by yourself. And many people had their own choice. Some people used to use context API, some people used to use Redux, and some people used to not use any of these things and directly use React with whatever the state management was by default in it. And it was like really one golden era of web development, because everything was structured properly, separate backend, separate front end, and people used to know what is API. There was no GraphQL popularity back then, and nowadays also people are not that much familiar with GraphQL, but there are some other technologies which is similar to GraphQL which is getting lots of popularity nowadays. But either way, people used to do REST API, get, put, post, delete request manually, and it was really amazing until these popular technologies like Next.js started to evolve. And what these people are trying to do is the Next.js. They are trying to simplify things. Instead of separating backend and front end separately, you do everything in that Next.js project only. You create one file and it will create a backend for you, and you create another file and it will be front end, and it will display it. And if we think about it, Previously, PHP used to do same thing. It was also used to work on similar principle that you create one file and your HTML will be there, and whatever the code which is going to run when you need to execute some kind of functionality, that used to get executed. But nowadays it's highly optimized with the Next.js and all. But I'm feeling like we are again going back in time, that we have to use something like Tailwind CSS directly in the project. Reminds me of HTML CSS, how we used to write before, that center tag, we just used to put center tag in order to center the text. Nowadays we just use class in Tailwind in order to make something center, and color we used to directly write whatever the color we wanted in the tag itself. Nowadays also we do it in same way using Tailwind directly in the tag. And obviously with Next.js we will be using all the code and its backend functions, everything in one page only. So obviously it reminds me of PHP. But yeah, these are highly optimized projects, unlike PHP where it was like back-end technology as well as front-end, and it used to cause lots of problems, whereas Next.js handles it easily. But I just want to tell you that whatever the technology which was previously used, everything in one page and inline tags, that is again getting popular with these newer technologies. I think whatever the technologies which we learned previously, and whatever the things which we removed from it and created this golden era, right, that is again going back in time, and we are again shifting whatever the technology and whatever the methods which we were doing couple of years back to whatever the methods which we were using previously, that is 15-20 years back, how we used to do. Same way we are trying to do it right now. Is it good or bad? I don't know, because people are liking it and it seems to be easy, but I don't know like whether this is good for long run or not. Even the large companies are also using whatever the technologies like Tailwind and in-page functionalities like Next.js, but I'm not sure like where we are heading using this particular thing. Hopefully the future will be better and we'll be able to optimize everything and everything will be fine. But it's always better to do and see which method is good for you. As I said in the beginning of this video, people don't care what kind of technology you are using while you are coding. Only you care about it. So that's why you need to be cautious about what people want and whether that is being fulfilled or not, regardless of what kind of technology you are using. Are you using the old method, or are you using this new method, or are you using something like a golden method which I said earlier? But either way, whichever interests you, pick that one, and hopefully technologies are going to get even better in future and we'll be able to code everything even better way. So that's it for this video, guys, and if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, and see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe also, and bye bye.